Hey, and welcome to another episode of Rob's Kitchen. Today, we are going to be, hold on. We have special guest cat, Dipper. Dipper, say hello. He said hello. Dipper will not be helping us cook today because he doesn't like vegan food. But today we'll be making vegan food using butternut squash, red lentils, and all sorts of delicious spices like red chili powder, fenugreek seeds, tomato paste, coconut milk, onions, shallots, and garlic, of course. Fried it all in peanut oil. We're back. I'm just washing my hands after picking up our dear friend Dipper. And I now would like to talk about our lovely friend, the butternut squash. When you cut it in half, you've got this very lovely, lovely interior. And take a moment to really just gaze into the wonder that is the interior of a butternut squash. Having taken a moment to admire the beauty that is the butternut squash seed container, we take a spoon and we rip it out. Now we need to peel them. Peeling these, really simple. You can go up with the peeler or you can go down with the peeler, whatever your preference is. And now I'd like to introduce to you one of my very faithful companions in the kitchen lately. This thing looks like a toy, right? It looks like a piece of garbage. This little dynamo called the Vidalia Food Chopper, it really makes everything pretty much perfect. We're looking for something about this thickness to go into the grid and straight down. See how many we have. So we have just about 1 cup. But today, since we're demoing for B&O, we're going to double the recipe. 2 cups. And to this, we're going to add half of a medium onion. The recipe calls for 1 small onion, and I'd be doubling it. That would make this 1 large onion. My stomach can't handle onions anymore. So what I do is I cut down the recipe and I fortify it with these. These are shallots. And of course, they work very well with garlic, which is also called for in this recipe. We're going to chop these up with the small setting of the Vidalia Food Chopper. Again, I have chopped these down, sliced them a bit. And again, this is the wonder of the Vidalia Food Slicer because, well, you'll see. So I've just chopped up all these onions, and they're all kept inside here, and my eyes aren't burning. The kitchen is not filled with the stink of onions. They've all been kept inside here. And the moment I open up to release some more, everything's going to be fine. Don't you worry about it. I'm just cutting the tails off of these garlic cloves that I peeled before. I'm going to add them in. You can add in multiples. You don't have to do one at a time. In fact, let's see if we can't get all the garlic and shallots together. Ooh, we'll see. Here we go. Ah, that's so satisfying. So together we have our onions, our shallots, and our garlic all chopped up. Our recipe also calls for a half cup finely chopped cilantro. Yeah, I could do this, but I'd much rather use this thing. I don't know why. Maybe because it measures as you do it, so you know exactly how much you do it. Maybe it's just because it's so much fun. There we go. Half cup. You also need a tablespoon of fresh minced ginger root. Just take a spoon and just peel it back. Looks like a mini food processor. I guess it is. But it's actually an attachment for my hand blender. So part of the magic of these things is they multitask. All right, so we're going to see how this works. Bear with the noise. Well, this got me halfway there. I would say that's very close to being minced. Minced is what they're calling it. So let's just finish off the rest of it. That's better. And now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the star of our show, my Instant Pot. Yes, the unfortunately named Instant Pot. It's not really instant. It cooks rice in about the same time it would make you normal rice. It can make garbanzo beans and black beans without you having to soak them. But it really should be called the Everything Pot because it does everything. It's a slow cooker, rice cooker, pressure cooker, saute thing, well, you'll see. So without any further ado, here she is. Currently set in the off position. When you remove the top, it makes that lovely little doodly sound. We're going to set it to the saute mode. And to it, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of peanut oil. The Instant Pot beeps a lot. The Instant Pot is now on. It is in front of an open window. The reason for that will become obvious very soon. To it, we are going to add our onion, and that is 1/2 of an onion, 1 chopped shallot, 3 cloves of chopped garlic. The oil is heating on the saute mode. We're going to toss that in. And then we're going to add in these. These babies are fenugreek seeds, and they're very fragrant. Just a pinch, but because this is a double recipe, 2 pinches. And for those of you paying attention, that is actually 1/4 of a teaspoon. We're going to stir that around. You could also adjust your time and with the certain models, some of them are easier to operate. With the Instant Pot IP Lux, not that so much Lux, you got to basically start over again. So turn it off, hit saute, and then adjust so that you're at the low temperature. Actually, we just want to be at the medium. This time, right over here, 30 minutes, whatever. Pay no attention to that. We are operating at our own time, at our own speed. We are looking to get these to be softened. Got the fan going. Everything's blown out the window. Very nice. This time we've got everything nice and soft. We've had the Instant Pot set to the low setting. Now, what we're going to add next is the main ingredients. 2 cups of washed and rinsed lentils. And remember, we've got the 2 cups of perfectly cubed butternut squash. It smells heavenly. Now we're going to add the spices. 2 teaspoons of curry powder, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 4 cardamom seeds, 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1/8 teaspoon red chili powder. Now this stuff is really, really powerful. So that's just a pinch. I tasted it before I put myself into a sneezing fit. Over here we have a teaspoon of salt, kosher salt, and here is a 1/2 teaspoon of fresh cracked pepper. Add that into the pot. Give it a quick stir before you add in the liquid ingredients. Allow the spices to toast a little bit on the bottom of the pan. Let it really become fragrant. Ah, that smells wonderful. And next we're going to add in the liquid, which is going to be 4 cups of water and 1 entire can of coconut milk. We're going to add in the coconut milk in first. The reason for that is we're going to use the water to rinse the can to get every bit of coconut milk. Give everything a stir. And now to all this, we add in 1/2 cup finely chopped cilantro. Now, the Instant Pot. If it had an emotion, it would be smiling right now. Take a look at this. Look at that color. And last but not least, we have 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. That's just going to bring a whole new level of flavor to this. And now we're going to let the Instant Pot do its work. For that, we'll need a lid. It's a very simple operation as long as you know to hold it from this one end. It naturally falls into place and makes that little fleet sound and lets you know that the lid is on. At this point, you turn it, lock it into place. It now is ready for your command. We are going to set you to always begin with meat stew with these things. At this point, you could adjust what you want. Believe it or not, we are only going to need 8 minutes. And we'll come back. Here we are with the Instant Pot under pressure, with 1 minute to go. At this point, we could release the pressure once it's ready to go, but we are going to do what is known as a natural release following 10 minutes of sitting time. The Instant Pot is in the steam position. When we vent it, we either move it to this side or the next, and an entire column of smoke will arise. If you can see right above it on the side there, that little pressure gauge prevents that pot from being opened. We are now finished cooking. We are going to let it sit for 10 minutes. Well, the time is past 10. It's actually 16 minutes past. I had to run out and do some errands, and it took me a little longer than I thought. No matter. We're going to release. There is no pressure left because it came to its natural release. At this point, we can open up the Instant Pot, just a turn, and then lift off this way so we don't burn ourselves. And behold, that is wondrous. It's thicker than I thought it would be, but that's okay. We could always add water. We could even add vegetable broth.